Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you my home office makeover. I've been lucky enough to have this space while I worked from home for the past year, but in the last couple of weeks, I have just found it to be not a very inspiring place. As you can see here, this is a glimpse of how it currently looks, and it's crammed and over-cluttered, and I am just over this decor look. So I decided one night it was time to change things up. So that is what I decided to do. My desk I bought a few years ago off Facebook Marketplace for around $60, and I made this pegboard a couple of years ago. And the bookshelf, the gold with the marble contact paper, is just an IKEA piece that I revamped one time. But I'm just over this. I'm going to do this on a very strict budget. It was just something I decided to do one evening. So there's no real new furniture coming in. I'm just going to declutter and reorganize and definitely move a few things around and paint a few things. So I hope that you enjoy this video. And now I'm going to get started on decluttering and reorganizing this space. One of the first things I want to do is to get rid of the pink that is on my pegboard. So I decided to give it a coat of white paint that I had in the basement from a project in the dining room. And I think it took about 4 coats of paint to cover up the pink. I never realized that pale pink would be so hard to cover. But that's all I'm going to do now, is just take this white paint and start refreshing the pegboard. So my next painting project is going to be the gold bookshelf. And again, I have some paint that was down in my basement. I had this black paint from other projects that I used, and it was just actually a sample. And I went to Lowe's and picked up another sample can because I knew I didn't have enough in the first can. So I think that cost me $5. But everything else I had on hand, this foam roller and the brush and the plastic container for the paint. So that is what I'm going to use to start painting that IKEA bookshelf.
Lost again, going back around, dreaming of a time when I get things right. Lost in the shadows of a million stars, shooting just tell me where you are.
So yes, I ended up painting my desk as well. I had just spray painted it gold last year and I was over it. So I had lots of black paint left, so I decided to give it a coat of paint. And that was not an easy task, but I got it done. But here's how the room is looking. This is the next day. The pegboard is all done. The desk is drying. And now it's just time to start moving things around and start to declutter and organize the rest of the space. So that is what I'm going to do here. Just move things and start getting the place back together.
Heart of mine is a rolling stone. Make me roll right home. Halfway hard, halfway hard. Sing to me if I lose my voice. Set a better route if I lose my course. Count on my company and I will come. Save me when I am falling. Save me when I am falling. Save my love when I fall. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Slip away if I come too far. Pick me up when I'm in pieces. Oh, that halfway heart of mine is a rolling stone. Make me roll right home. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Slip away if I come.
Now comes the task I was most dreading, and that is just sorting through paperwork and getting rid of lots of stuff, decluttering. So I went through all my paperwork and tried to organize it. I got rid of nail polishes, I got rid of lipsticks, and go through the makeup, everything. I just really tried to cut down on what I needed to have in this space. This is a week later, and I had wanted to do a feature wall in my room, and I was going to put up some peel and stick wallpaper that I had ordered. And my husband here is just helping me line things up, but this ended up being an epic fail. Once we got the first piece on, those lines never matched up. It just looked awful. But because it was peel and stick, it was easy enough to just take off the wall. And in the end, I wasn't that enamored with it anyways. So I'm going to keep looking for something else. So now here's a reminder of what the space looked like before I started this makeover project. And you can see it is so cluttered, it's so disorganized, and it was not an inspiring place to be, especially for your creativity, and it just felt so confining. And now I'm going to give you a look at how my office has turned out, and I am in love with the way this looks. As you can see, the bookcase got a complete makeover from that gold and contact marble paper, and I think it looks really, really sleek in the now painted black, and I love it against this wall. I wasn't sure if I needed another one, but let me know in the comments below. Do you think I should get another unit and add it next to it? And I'm loving having my pegboard now in the white. I think everything just looks cleaner. I really pared everything back that is kept on this, and I even pared back on my lipstick and my nail polish holder. I think it's a great idea for me to just have what I actually need. I moved my white IKEA book stand over here with my printer on it, and I just have 2 IKEA baskets on the bottom to hold all the loose ends that I don't want showing in the rest of the room. The major expense that I used in this room was for this print that I've hung up behind my desk, and I love it. It's in the black and the white, and it adds a touch of femininity, and it just fills up this wall perfectly behind me. It was $60 from HomeSense, and I love it. I think it's the perfect addition to this room. And I am so happy that I decided to paint my desk black. It was a big task, but in the end, it was well worth it. I didn't want to have to go spend money on a new desk. This one works just fine for my purposes. I didn't want to spend a lot of money on this makeover, so painting it black was well worth it. But I want to thank you so much for sticking around if you've made it this far in the video and hung out and watched me make over this office. I am so glad that you stopped by, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out some of my other videos on some of my other room makeovers. I will leave a card up above. I did a laundry room makeover not too long ago, and be sure to check that one out. And until I talk to you in my next video, guys, I hope that you have a great week. This week, I'd love to introduce you to a new channel that I have recently discovered called Sophisticated Organization. And the young lady that hosts this channel, her name is Sophie. She does amazing, amazing organizational videos, cleaning videos. She's one of the most organized people I have ever seen. And she does this series called Sophisticated Saturdays, where you spend the day with her on a Saturday and she shows you her Saturday routine. I think it's a brilliant idea. So go check her out, go over, say hi, subscribe to her channel, tell her that I sent you, and I think that you will really, really enjoy her channel.
It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, 'cause I'm not